Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford, the throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ron Darby. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30, and he'll be out right at the 35.
35-yard line.
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 more yards. First down. Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
But one thing we certainly know, Alabama churns out first-round picks, and there's another nice play there by one of them, Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Jonathan Allen.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
An extra. From the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. From the red zone now, Stafford. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Raiders to kick off for Detroit.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Touchdown, Washington. Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's Luke. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And careless with the football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Gain of 10. First down, Washington.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
To Logan Thomas.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. On second down, it's Gibson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes this Washington 21, Lions 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Detroit! T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
Prater lining up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point good by Prater. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over the football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them are running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Washington first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They are going for it. It's Smith. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Off of play action. Here's Smith. It's caught. Stills right side. Not much there. Only a yard.
To Kenny Stills. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. We'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And he finds McLaurin. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Smith throwing again. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Lions' 5-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
The game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Swift. And some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Operating from the gun, Stafford. These guys have got back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Likely time for one one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The final shot here before break. Smith slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The ball carrier.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Stafford. He is going to find Hill here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Is good.
And it's up and good.
Lions 35, Washington 28. Matt Prater.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
From the 29, Smith looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Logan Thomas.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Washington.
From the gun, here's Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying. That'll bring up second down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Back to the air, Smith on second down. Steps away to his left. Going deep here for Stills. He's got it at the 15. Big yardage that time for Washington. 44 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35.
35-35.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face them down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's incomplete.
That was some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford.
Control of the football in great field position.
On downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll pitch it out here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 26. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And Washington has taken the lead.
On for the extra
And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Jonathan Allen.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Little short pass to James. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. Just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Stay 50. What do you got?
Stafford on first down. Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Now a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
First down, Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second and a yard. Smith escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes this Washington 49. Lions 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? The interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of... approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford flushed out right. And it's going to be intercepted. Brandon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
3rd down.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And now this is down right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd and 1, Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
From the gun, it's Allen. Cannot get away, and down he goes. Jamie Collins gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Robert Foster.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Romeo Okwara able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help